The Rough Country neoprene seat covers in black are for those of you that have a 1997 to 2002 TJ that are looking for a quality set of seat covers that are going to help to change up the look of your interior, offer some protection to your factory seats, or cover up some damaged seats. These are going to be a nice easy 1 out of 3 wrenches for the installation, as you might imagine, and I'm going to show you how to get them installed in just a second. So as I mentioned, there are going to be a few different reasons to buy seat covers. One is for protection if your factory seats are in great shape, but let's be honest, even the newest TJs are getting up there in age and your seats may have some signs of wear. So if you're looking to cover up that damage instead of a much more expensive replacement seat, these are going to do that job as well. And finally, a new set of seat covers will change up the look of your interior drastically, can make them look a little bit more up to date and also just generally cleaner and a little bit more modern. So these seat covers are going to do all of those things for you. Because these are a neoprene set of seat covers, they're not going to be waterproof. That is a common misconception, but they are going to be water resistant. So if there's a quick passing shower and you get to the seat covers to either brush the water off or dry them off, they will be resistant to that. If you spill a little bit of coffee, again, if you brush it off quick enough, it's not going to soak in. However, if this does sit out in a torrential downpour, these are going to get wet. They will eventually absorb some water. Now, the nice thing about any seat cover is the fact that you can unclip these, you can take them off, throw them in the washer, and put them back in, which will keep them looking new, even if they do end up getting a little bit dirty on you. Now, with any material, not just these ones from Rough Country, I always recommend a good UV protectant on your seat cover, especially if you go with a black or a red. Those are, of course, prone to fading a little bit more than some of the other colors. But again, that's not a knock on these seat covers. That's going to be any seat cover that you find on the market. That's just a good tip if you want to keep them looking new. These are going to be a pretty nice set of seat covers. Again, I think they fit pretty well. They look good. They're going to offer some really nice protection for you, and they come in at a very fair price. These ones are going to run you right around that $130 mark. There are going to be some that are significantly more expensive, some that are less expensive as well, but I think these are going to be a really nice balance of both quality and of price. So I said before, this is a very simple 1 out of 3 wrenches for the install. Let me show you how to do it. So the first step is going to be installing the bottom part of the front seat cover, and we're going to start here on the driver's side. So I'm going to grab the seat cover and get started. So when you take these out of the box, you're going to be able to figure out the driver's side from the passenger side by where this cutout here, and this cutout is what goes around the seat lever on the seat bottom. So we figured out which one is our driver's side and which is the passenger side. You can go ahead and unbuckle these straps, and you're going to go ahead and make them nice and long, extend those out. That's going to make the installation that much easier. And you're also going to unvelcro these corners just like that. So once you have everything opened up, go ahead and set the seat cover over top of the seat. And the next thing we're going to do is take this flap here and feed it between the seat back and the seat bottom. Once it's there, we can tug it tight and then reattach this Velcro, and then go ahead and attach the plastic buckles. All right, now that we have that flap between the seat bottom and the seat back over in the corner here, we can reattach the Velcro, pulling everything nice and tight. So that's that on that side. And while we're working over here on this side, we can also feed our seat lever through that hole that we were just talking about. Make sure that that's sitting nice there, so you still have access to control the seat back with the lever. The next thing we're going to do is take our strap and feed it from the front to the back of the seat. And just go directly underneath the seat there, give it a little bit of a toss, and then you can come around to the back side, grab it, and hook it to the other part of the seat cover. Now that we have the first strap passed through and hooked, we'll go ahead and do the second one before we tighten the straps down. Then you can go ahead and tighten those straps down. The last couple of straps here on the bottom seat cover are these elastic ones on either side of the seat, and you're just going to reach those down underneath and hook them onto the frame of the seat itself. The next thing we're going to install is the seat back cover, and just the same as the seat bottom, we're going to pick left from right or driver from passenger based on where the cutouts are. So this is going to have a small cutout right here for the pull tab that some of you will have on your driver's seat. The passenger seat will have the same thing. So we'll flip it upside down, unvelcro it just like we did with the seat bottom, and then get it pulled into place. Once you have it pulled over the seat back, you'll slide the Velcro tab here in between the seat back and the seat bottom. Again, much like we did with the seat bottom cover. Once you have it pushed through, you can move to the back of the seat, pull it tight, and Velcro closed. That's pretty much going to do it for the installation. You can give it a couple of pulls and a couple of tugs, adjust those straps on the bottom. You want to make sure that it's nice and tight. It's going to feel the best, look the best, if it is fitting the best, which again is nice and tight. If you have any wrinkles in your seat back or in your seat bottom as it comes out of the bag, which you really shouldn't, but if you do have any, don't worry, those will work themselves out after you sit in the seat a couple times and after it has a few warm days with the windows closed. So now that we're finished up on the driver's side here, we're going to jump over to the passenger side, and the process is exactly the same. That'll do it for our passenger seat. Now we can move on to the rear seat. Installing the back seat cover is the same process as the front seat cover, and even the construction is very much the same because it's twice as wide. You have twice as many straps, but otherwise very much the same for the install. So we're going to go ahead and unclip the straps, and then we're also going to stretch them out, make them as long as they can be. That'll help us in the next step here. And move on to the last one. There we go. So now we can go ahead and flip the whole seat cover over, and this is the flap that's going to need to be passed between the seat back and the seat bottom. Slide that through, and you just want to make sure that the front seat corners here are stretched over the front seat corners here. Go ahead and make sure it's passed over, just like that. So now we're going to pass the strap underneath the seat to clip it to the female end to make that a little bit easier for me to do and for you to see. We're first going to flip the seat back down and also tumble the seat forward a little bit. We'll go ahead and pass the strap underneath there. And we can go ahead and pull it tight. Just repeat the same process for the other two straps. The last strap on the seat bottom cover is this elastic one on the side here. We're just going to clip that to the other strap that we already tightened down to make sure everything stays in place. That's it for the seat bottom. Now we can flip the seat back up and install the seat back cover. So we'll get the flap started underneath here between the seat back and the seat bottom. And then just like with the seat bottom, we're going to flip the back of the seat down just to make it a little bit easier for us to get to the Velcro. So here's the flap that we passed between the seat back and the seat bottom. We'll pull that nice and tight. And then Velcro the seat back right onto it. Work our way along, making sure it stays nice and tight. So whether you're looking for a set of seat covers just to change up the look of your interior or to add some protection, I would recommend this option from Rough Country, and you can find them right here at ExtremeTerrain.com.